Welcome back, Focus Learners. I am so thrilled you're joining me for today's explainer. We're going to take a really structured, endlessly fascinating look right inside our own minds. Specifically, we're unpacking the 15 psychological tricks your brain uses every single day. Now, if you value clear, efficient learning, you are absolutely in the right place. While our source material uncovers 15 of these tricks, today we're going to laser focus on the 8 most impactful ones. We really want to see how our minds kind of manipulate us completely under the radar. Okay, let's dive right into this. The quote is, "Your brain manipulates your reality more than you realize." Just let that sink in for a second, right? I mean, we all like to think of ourselves as perfectly rational, completely objective observers of the world. But our source material suggests something slightly mysterious, maybe even a little unsettling. Our brains are actively filtering, tweaking, and sometimes completely rewriting our reality before we're even conscious of it. Section 1. Mental illusions. This is the foundation of these mental hacks. Now, what's really interesting here is the precise vocabulary our source uses to describe what's actually happening in our heads. It's a compilation of fascinating cognitive biases, mental illusions, and psychological shortcuts. Think about it for a second. Our brains are literally forced to process millions of bits of information every single second. To survive that massive data dump, the brain has to build shortcuts. Now, they're incredibly efficient, but as you'll see, they aren't always accurate. Section 2. Judgment and attention. Let's take a quick look at perception biases. So we have 2 major biases at play when it comes to judging others and ourselves. First up, the halo effect. This basically explains how our overall impression of a person completely colors our specific judgments about them. Like, if we think someone is friendly or attractive, our brain uses a shortcut to automatically assume they're also super smart or highly capable, even without any concrete evidence. It's like a halo that just colors our entire perception. And then, on the flip side, we have the spotlight effect. This is that mental illusion that makes us feel like all attention is entirely on us. You know, ever spilled coffee on your shirt and felt like the entire room was staring at you? Well, that's the spotlight effect. Your brain is dramatically overestimating how much others are actually noticing you. Section 3. Information processing. How we handle data. Let's move to how this builds, because there are 3 massive structural biases that shape our reality. Confirmation bias dictates what we believe by automatically filtering out literally anything that disagrees with our views. Then there's negativity bias, which controls how we weigh information. We give heavy priority to the bad stuff. And finally, the recency effect alters what we remember, prioritizing the very last thing that happened over the whole objective picture. Let's actually juxtapose 2 of those distinct concepts to really see the tension happening in your mind. On one hand, we've got confirmation bias. We eagerly accept information we agree with because, well, it feels mentally safe. We absolutely love it. But counteracting that is the negativity bias, where we give disproportionate, massive weight to negative data. So you might easily confirm your own beliefs about a big project at work being a massive success, but if someone offers just one tiny negative criticism, your brain amplifies that negative data 100 times over. It's just this constant tug of war. Section 4. Choices and habits. Let's look at your daily decisions. To really illustrate how this impacts decision-making, let's group these final 3 biases. The mere exposure effect means you tend to prefer things simply because they're familiar to you. Then, cognitive dissonance is that immense mental discomfort we feel when holding 2 conflicting beliefs. Usually, this causes us to just double down on bad habits rather than actually change them. An anchoring bias is how the very first piece of information we hear silently steers literally all of our subsequent decisions. And this brilliantly illustrates a quick, hypothetical chain reaction of how this all happens in real time. Let's say, step 1, anchoring bias. You see a product originally priced at $500, but now it's on sale for $200. You get anchored by that initial $500, so $200 feels like an unbelievable steal. Step 2, mere exposure effect. You keep seeing ads for this item everywhere, and because you're continually exposed to it, your preference for it just magically increases. Step 3, cognitive dissonance. When a friend points out that you really don't even need the item, your brain feels a clash between your deep desire to buy it and the logical reality that you don't need it. So, to resolve that mental discomfort, you just convince yourself you'll find a use for it tomorrow, and you buy it anyway. Your daily choices are completely steered by this sequence. Section 5, concrete examples. These are lived realities. Because these aren't just abstract theories, right? Every single one of these psychological tricks manifest in concrete, tangible ways every single day.
I mean, from the clothes you buy to the news articles you click on, all the way to how you evaluate a coworker. Your brain is running these background scripts nonstop, shaping your world without you even noticing.
So the crucial point is bringing this all back to your own life. Which of these concrete examples are you going to notice your brain using today? Will you catch the halo effect when you meet someone new? Will you spot your own confirmation bias when you're scrolling through social media? Or will you feel the spotlight effect when you walk into a crowded room? The moment you see the illusion, the trick totally loses its power. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep your eyes open, stay intensely curious, and I'll see you next time.